Yeah, let's go.
We just gotta go hard.
I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard.
Well, I've been itching for my next chest day, which thankfully is today. So yeah, last week, well, I'll just say for anyone who doesn't know, normally I'm hitting chest twice a week, and I've been doing that for, I mean, you're talking almost 5 years straight. uh, but I've been doing this thing where every 2 weeks I alternate my second chest day with an extra back day, trying to get a little bit more width on my back. So, which that was last Thursday, was my last Thursday was my extra back day. So it's been a whole, well, a whole full week, 7 days since I last hit chest. So man, I'm really itching for this chest pump. A chest pump is always my favorite pump. I don't know about anybody else, but when I get a good chest pump, dude, it just, I don't know. It's you're working a lot more. You're working a lot more other muscles on the upper body too. So I think that's why it just feels. I don't know. I just feel when I get a chest pump, I feel full everywhere in terms of my upper body at least. So it's one of my favorite pumps to get, man. So hopefully, you know, this is a pretty good fucking pump. But yeah, I'm hitting dumbbells again too, which is something I don't normally do. Or at least I haven't done lately. Yeah, I got the 120s on there. That'll be my last warm up set, and then oh man, I might throw the 150s up here, and I don't know. Last week I did the 140s, and I think I did like what I do like 4 sets, and I was getting 10, 11 reps each time, or at least 10 reps. It was close to 10 if it wasn't. So I don't know, if I threw the 150s up here, maybe get 6 or 7 reps for 3 good sets. We'll see though. I'll see how these warm ups feel, and you know, kind of calculate off how this feels. Well, they felt light, but I also got to remember I'll be adding 30 extra pounds in each hand if I go to 150s. I mean, I know I can do it. It's just I want them to be good sets, you know. I don't want to be I don't want it to be one of those things where by the third or fourth set I'm so burnt out from it, you know, I can barely get 3 or 4. If I was strength training, yeah, that'd be cool, but it's not really my main focus right now. Um, you know, fuck it. Yeah, I think I'll go up to 150s. Worst case scenario, after a couple sets, it starts to get too heavy for my liking. And, you know, I'll just drop weight for a couple sets. Maybe go back down to 140s or even down all the way to 130s and just, you know, get a lot more reps. But yeah, I'll go up to 150s. I gotta say, man, this machine pretty fucking cool. I mean, our gym's only had it for I don't even think it's I don't even think it's been a full year. You know, maybe probably close, but yeah, man. I mean, honestly, the worst part about it, and these are just, I'm just throwing out piddly little complaints because overall it makes it way easier. But one, if you have heavy dumbbells, getting it up there can be a little difficult. And then also, when you get done with your set, trying to align your arm back in there, to get the dumbbells reset can be a little sketchy. Because, if you're off just by a little bit, you can crush your wrists, get it smashed in there, and then, you know, who knows what can happen after that. That could get pretty ugly pretty fast. But like I said, that's just me throwing out little piddly complaints. Overall, this machine is like, it makes it way easier. I love it. Also, I know smelling salts is kind of you know, a powerlifting thing, which I've done some powerlifting, so. But even for a bodybuilder, if you're just trying to get, 2 or 3 of those top heavy hard sets, between 7 to 12 reps, but like heavy for that rep range, smelling sauce will make the set, in my opinion, it'll make the set that much more better. You know what I mean? It's kind of like this is the key, and it unlocks just a little bit more power. Now it can, if you get too big of a hit for a longer set, a higher rep set, it can have a little bit of a negative effect. You can kind of get a little dizzy and kind of out of sorts, if the hit's too big. But, you know, that doesn't happen often, especially the more you use them. Uh, it's one of those things where it's like I'll definitely take that chance of having a set be a little off from these smelling salts to get the benefit of, you know, 9 times out of 10, this makes my set feel, I just feel more powerful, and I can just control the weight better, and just overall it's just better. So, look into it a little bit. I definitely recommend them. Ah. Mm. Oh. Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like I stopped real quick after that fifth rep. It's mainly just kind of in the moment. I felt like I needed to kind of regather and recompose for however more I got. But in hindsight, looking back, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I would have done better if I just kept going. I might have got 8 reps there. But you know, well, you guys heard me before the set. I figured I'd be around 7, and even though I feel like even though I feel like I kind of messed up after that fifth rep, and I could have got 8 maybe, still right at where I thought. So, you know, the rest of these sets I'll just fill it by the set. So I'll do one more. And I feel like I should drop weight after that. I will. Just kind of go from there. Damn. Well, I really wanted 8 there. See, those first 6 reps went a lot smoother on this set than the first one. So, but I had a little less power on this set. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if that first set would have went as smooth with those first 6 as like this one, I would have had 8 on that first set. I honestly still almost went for that 8th one, but that would have been very close to either getting it or not getting it, and that's not really the purpose of what I'm trying to do right now. So, I'll save it for a better day down the road maybe. Honestly, I might stick with this weight and just keep going until. Well, I only plan on doing 2 more sets, so I don't know. I might stick with this weight for all 4 sets, maybe. I'll see how this. Again, like always, I'll see how this next one goes and kind of make a decision based off that. Uh, Damn, that sucks. I don't know if you guys could tell, but on a couple of those reps, I just barely nicked the rack, and honestly, it really wasn't enough to make that big of a difference. But it's more mentally. I nicked it that one time, and I was like, oh shit. So for the rest of the reps, I was trying to like stay a little lower to make sure I didn't hit it, and kind of put me out of my position where I felt comfortable a little bit. So all in all, 7 was iffy to happen again anyway. So I'm not gonna blame it on hitting that, but it would have been nice if I didn't hit it. So I would have felt a little more comfortable. Who knows? I might have got 7 again. But I'm thinking 3 sets with that weight is good, and I might go down to the. I honestly might go down to like the 130s, and I might even do 2 sets with the 130s. Uh, I mean, don't ask me why specifically only 2 more sets. It sounds good to me at this moment. So I gotta say, man, these dumbbell bench press, I've been sleeping on it, man. I really have. Uh, my chest after 3 sets is getting pretty pumped up. Uh, and again, it's one of those things where, like in the back of my head, I knew dumbbells were a little bit better for, you know, isolating your chest a little bit more and just overall getting a better, chest pump when you're using dumbbell bench press. I knew that, but me kind of stuck in my powerlifting, mode, wanting to get as strong as I could on barbell bench. I just kept doing that. So, I'm glad I switched over to dumbbells. Uh, yeah, but anyways, let me get these fucking 150s off there, and then I'll go down to 130s. Up. one more. I think I'll call it good. Sorry on my accessory shit. Up. Woo, buddy. Yeah. I think it's time to move on to something else, man. That was 5 sets of working dumbbell bench press. That's uh that's actually the most, yeah, that is the most amount of sets that I've done for any kind of, whether it's barbell bench press or dumbbell, uh any kind of chest press, let's just say. And fuck, honestly, I couldn't even put a timeline on it. It's been years, probably. Well, maybe not years. I'll just say it's been a long time. All right, it's been a long fucking time. So that actually felt really good. But yeah, let's surprise, surprise. But let's go do some kind of chest fly. Oh. Woo. Man, this is kind of what I was hoping for. But today is one of those days where I'm getting a pretty good gnarly pump already. So hopefully that sustains for the rest of this workout. Sometimes when I get a pump, maybe like halfway through the workout, sometimes even a little before halfway, uh, by the end of my workout, it's just not as good. It kind of diminishes, or sometimes it even almost goes completely away, which definitely is not, an ideal situation. But, yeah. I mean, part of that could just be sometimes I'm in here, a little too long, and I can acknowledge that I am. So a lot of times I feel like that's really why. But yeah, like I said, hopefully today it kind of, I mean, it'd be even better if the pump even, got better. But yeah, as long as it sustains, I'll be happy. Man, these are feeling really good today. Woo. That's something I will say. If you're having trouble with an exercise or even just overall a whole body part, like for me, one of the hardest areas for me to get that good mind muscle connection, I feel like I'm, you know, hitting it like I want, is my lats and my back. So one thing that can really help with that is to just slow down the reps. I mean, actually, and I say this almost every time, man, but it's just true. Like I'll see people here doing fives, and they're just, you know, which yeah, they're trying, they're putting effort in, but is it in the right area? Are you putting, is that effort going to the right spots that you want it to go? Most of the time it's not. So, if you slow down the reps, like here, I'll show you again real quick. So you come up, instead of just dropping it and then coming up again, go slow and then up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, you might have to drop the weight a little bit, but if you're thinking long term, you should be okay with that because yeah, now you temporarily might have to drop the weight a little, but if you keep that same mindset of going slow and eccentric and then squeezing and flexing that muscle that you're trying to hit, squeezing and flexing that up as hard as you can, and repeat down a little slower, get that good stretch, and then again, if you keep that mindset, like I said, short term, yeah, you might have to drop the weight a little, and it kind of, might be a little, it might kind of, diminish your excitement about working out. I understand that. But over the long run, if you keep that same training philosophy, in the long run, you're gonna get better muscle gains and you're gonna get stronger. So, I mean, it's a win-win. So yeah, if you're having trouble, you know, like I said, and even if you do that with a certain exercise, and it's in that when say that specific exercise you're trying it with, you're slowing the eccentric down, and then you're coming up, slowing down, and you do that, and it's still that exercise still doesn't feel good, then you know what? Chances are that exercise just isn't for you. Not every exercise is going to be for every person. It's just you know like leg press. A lot of people, I talk to a lot of people that really like the leg press, but for me, I just I just don't get a lot out of it. If I'm being honest. Now, yeah, if I slowed the reps down and did what I just said, it'd be a little more effective, maybe even a lot more effective. But just in general, leg press it's just one of those exercises for me that I just don't vibe with. So, and there's exercises like that with everybody. So, like I said, if you try all that, slowing down and really focusing, squeezing on the muscle, and that exercise still just isn't doing it for you, just don't do it. There's plenty of other exercises out there for each body part. So, yeah. But anyways, one more set here, and then a drop set. Should be no fucking surprise at this point that I love my drop sets. Uh, uh, all right. You know what? I'm gonna do one more. Mm. Oh, fuck. I am done. Woo. I'll be lucky to do another set, if anything. Nah, who the fuck am I kidding? You give me a good 10 minutes rest after this, I'll be good to go. But yeah, I'm thinking something, well, something for upper chest next. Whether it's incline dumbbell flies or I prefer the cable flies today. So yeah, we'll see though. I don't know yet. Man, so I just did a set a while ago and I could have swore that I hit record, but turns out I didn't. So, you know, there's only going to be 2 sets in here that you guys are going to see, but I actually did 3. Yeah, I don't know. Just one of those things, one of those moments where basically, oh, basically I fucked up. Oh, oh. One more. Oh, so real quick, I will say one common mistake that I see people do. Really, it's on all levels of these cable flies. But you know, I'll demonstrate the upper ones since that's what I'm doing. Whenever people start to come up and they get to the part where it starts to get hard, they want to do this. They want to curl, basically curl their arms in, and that's I mean, if you're wanting to hit biceps, that's go fuck, go ahead and do it, But in terms of chest, that is not what you want to do. You want to have so basically you want to keep a slight bend in your elbow the whole time, even when you're down here. Keep that slight bend in your elbow, and you just keep letting your shoulders go back farther, farther. Then come up and keep that bend in your elbow the whole time, and try to basically you're trying to drive your elbows together and your hands, but don't let your elbow at all start to do this or straighten. You don't want that either. But yeah, that's a common. I've even talked to some people that say they don't like doing cable flies because of that. They're like, I don't really feel it in my chest, and I'm like, well, show me how you do it. And then I see them, doing this, and they're like curling them at the top. And the same thing when they're coming straight out, they want to do that instead of that, which is what you want to do. But yeah, I figured I'd throw that out there real quick because I think cable flies, it's one of the best. Honestly, it's probably the best accessory chest exercise. At least for me, it is. So when you do it, you gotta do it right though. That's the thing. Should I do a drop set? You know what? Yes, I should. Uh, 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 uh. All right. I'm thinking one more exercise. And again, like always, something for lower chest. Yeah. I remember a couple weeks ago, I remember saying that this next exercise that I'm about to do was not my preferred lower chest exercise. And I can safely say that I may have spoke just a little too soon because I've done them a couple weeks in a row now, and dude, I gotta say, it's really the stretch. So when I'm doing them and I get that really big stretch at the bottom, and then obviously come back up, man, I gotta say that it fires up my chest. So, and it could just be because I haven't done them in so long. Almost like when a newbie comes to the gym, that first year he's gonna see incredible response to what he does, no matter what he does, even if his form's pretty bad and if the exercise that he chooses aren't the best for him, he's still gonna see growth and response. Well, I haven't done this in so long. It could just be it could be that, you know what I mean? But uh, yeah, I gotta say, man, the last couple of weeks I've done them, they felt fucking great. So I'm gonna keep doing them until I feel like it's time to switch back to something else. I don't even know what to fucking say after that. Yeah, 2 more sets. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, so I did. I felt a little twinge. Normally, it's my right shoulder that I was having problems with for a while back. I felt a little twinge in my left shoulder there. So, I mean, obviously, it wasn't that bad. I kept going, but uh, I mean, I only have one more set, so I'll probably at least try it. But if it's, you know, if it just feels too bad, I mean, one more set's not worth it, you know. So I'll try it, and if I'm only 2, 3, 4 reps in, and it just feels like it's getting worse, or like again, like I said, like it's just not worth it, you know. So if that's the case, I won't finish the set, but I want to at least try it because it's only one more, so at least give it a shot. Like I said, it's not that bad, really, but it was enough to where I noticed it. So, and this is one of those movements that shoulder mobility is a big, you know, well, shoulder mobility is a big factor in a lot of things, but this one, even a little bit more, in my opinion. It's such an awkward, you know what I mean? It's such an awkward angle that you're doing the fly, and it can uh, it can put, unwanted strain on certain parts of your shoulder, especially if you're not ready for that kind of movement. You know, if your shoulder mobility is already a little, little off, or you have shoulder pain, whatever, it's something you have to work to over time. Don't just jump right into it. Yeah, I'll try one more, and you know, we'll see though. Uh, 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 whew. Uh, 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 that actually didn't feel too bad. I slowed the reps down even a little more than what I've been lately, just to be, just to be on the side of caution, because I just got over one shoulder injury. I don't want to get another. So, but it felt a lot better going a little slower like that. So, yeah, I think I'll call it there and get some protein in me, uh, and then go through some quick posing, see what the pump's looking like. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I guess I got a decent chest pump. Honestly, could be
Could be a little better, but oh my god. So the cut, I've had a little bit of a setback on the cut. So I lost like 12 pounds in the first 2 weeks, and so I'm starting week 5 today. So the 2 weeks after that, uh, I've actually gained 2 more pounds. So I'm hoping that's me gaining muscle, but it's kind of hard to say at this point. So I may have to adjust my diet a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. That's part of cutting, you know. Once your body, you know, the first 2-3 weeks, you'll cut weight pretty good. But once your body adapts to that, you know, you gotta adapt to your body adapting. That makes sense. Whew. Let's step back a little bit. Trying to get the right lighting here. Oh, I gotta say, I think um, I think I'm ready for my next meal. So that's gonna be it for today. Uh, Tomorrow is back and biceps. So well, honestly, there's really nothing else to say. Tomorrow's back and biceps. That's usually one of my longer workouts. So might not be as much talking, but honestly, that's how it should be when you're working out. You know, but yeah, that's gonna be it for today.